We got another emergency service. It is a Tuesday and we are in Fall River, Massachusetts. This customer called us out because they're having a ton of issues inside their home. They were also hearing noises from the panel and ended up being that 60 amp breaker was starting to burn up and melt the bus bar, and the SCU cable itself was starting to fray and take in water. So we're going to be replacing everything. So here I'm going to be using this ground rod driver on the hammer drill to try to drive these ground rods in. Fall River is full of ledge, so this kind of took forever, but we ended up getting the 2 rods down. The actual weather head was completely shot too, and the service drop from National Grid, it looked like the cable was starting to fray a little bit. It just didn't look great, so we're going to put in for a new service drop from them as well. As you can see, this cable was completely junk. This was actually an old copper cable, and now we're going to be drilling out for our new SCR cable that's going to be going in. We got 2224 SCR going in. That's good for 100 amp. I'm going to be creating a little gasket around this Milbank hub. This was the hubs that I was telling you about that they leak. If you do not put the silicone there, they will leak. I don't know why, but they do. I put some silicone, and then on top of that, I put also some duct seal in there. I filled the whole entire hole up. A little bit of oil on the actual weatherproof connector, and these are the 60 amp breakers that were actually burning up in there. So these were completely junk, and that's why the panel was junk. So I know I get a ton of questions. Hey, why was the panel junk? Well, the bus bar was starting to burn. We got 2 ground rods driven. I got a nice piece of 1/2 inch going up with a nice offset on it. Take a look at how neat everything is. Nice witness marks. And here I'm going to be spraying a little oil on top of the weatherproof connector because I got to get that SCU down there. It helps it slide in. Everything is beautifully cut in, nice and torqued properly. So that's the way we like to do it. I put some duct seal inside that SCR connector right there. And then the reason why I did those loops there is because I wanted to keep the phases the same. I wanted to put A on, the left side, B on the right side, and red and black, vice versa. Same thing on the bottom for the breaker. I put a little bit of Nolox on the meter there to prevent any corrosion. Take a look at how nice and neat and straight the SCU cable is. Beautifully neat, nice and clipped, 12 inches from the weatherhead, 12 inches from the can, and every 30 inches. So we got a little bit of extra clips on there, but that's okay. 2 standoff clips on the 1/2 inch PVC. We're going to clean everything up with the vacuum cleaner. And then we use the old panel as the junction, labeled it junction only. And that is the new 100 amp panel on the left. Take a look on the inside. Everything is beautifully done. Everything's labeled the way it was labeled before. And then we also got the surge suppressor in there. We also like to write do not use, no bus, because Homeline sends a 24 count panel on there when it's only a 20 circuit panel, so people will get confused. So if you're in the Massachusetts area, give us a call. We're taking new clients.